Hello, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Timeless Sagas. Today, we're diving into the world of ancient Greece to explore the origins and history of the Olympic Games. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Timeless Sagas, we already have the Olympics. Why should we care about the ancient ones? Well, my friends, the Olympic Games have a fascinating history that dates back thousands of years, and they continue to impact our modern world in ways you might not even realize. So, let's rewind the clock and journey back to the birthplace of the Olympics. Picture this, the year is 776 BCE, and we're in Olympia, Greece. This sacred site is dedicated to the Greek god Zeus, and it's here that the first Olympic Games were held. The Games were actually just one part of an extensive religious festival, which brought people from all corners of the ancient Greek world together to celebrate and honor their gods. But let's be real, the main attraction was the athletic competition. The first recorded Olympic Games had only one event, the Stadion race, which was a sprint covering around 190 meters. Talk about starting small, right? However, with time, the ancient Greeks added more events to the roster, including the Dialos, double Stadion race, the long jump, shot put, and even chariot races. By the way, the long jump back then wasn't just a hop, skip, and a jump. Athletes would use weights called halteres to propel themselves further. Imagine doing that today. Now, I know what you're wondering, who competed in these ancient games? Well, the Olympics were a strictly male-only affair, and competitors needed to be Greek citizens. Women, slaves, and foreigners were not allowed to participate. In fact, women had their separate athletic event called the Heraean Games, dedicated to the goddess Hera. As for the athletes, they competed in the nude, which was considered a celebration of the beauty of the human body and a tribute to the gods. And let me tell you, the ancient Greeks were all about that athletic aesthetic. The Olympic Games were held every 4 years, just like today. This time period was called an Olympiad and was even used as a way to measure time. So, if you wanted to say something happened in a specific year, you would refer to it as in the third year of the 42nd Olympiad. Talk about a unique way to mark the calendar, right? But it wasn't all fun and games, pun intended, during the ancient Olympics. There were strict rules and penalties in place. Athletes who cheated or bribed their way through were not only disqualified but also fined, and their names were engraved on a pillar called Zanes. It was like a public shaming, and the funds collected from these fines were used to create bronze statues of Zeus. So, in a way, cheaters did help build the legacy of the Olympic Games, just not quite how they had hoped. One of the most fascinating aspects of the ancient Olympics was the Olympic truce, or Ikekaria, which was announced before and during the Games. During this truce, all wars and conflicts between the city-states were put on hold, and safe passage was granted to athletes and spectators traveling to and from Olympia. This truce allowed the Games to continue uninterrupted for over 1,000 years, and it's a testament to the importance of the Olympics in ancient Greek society. Now, you might be wondering, what happened to these ancient Games? Well, the Olympic Games faced many challenges over the centuries, including political, religious, and social disruptions. The Roman Empire's rise led to the decline of the Games' importance, and Emperor Theodosius I ultimately banned them in 393 CE, as part of his efforts to enforce Christianity as the state religion. The Games remained dormant for over 1,000 years, fading into the annals of history. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we find a Frenchman named Pierre de Coubertin who had a dream to revive the Olympic Games and promote peace, unity, and sportsmanship on a global scale. Coubertin's relentless efforts led to the creation of the International Olympic Committee, IOC, in 1894, which laid the groundwork for the modern Olympic Games. And in 1896, his dream came to fruition when the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece. The modern Games have come a long way since their ancient counterparts. Today, thousands of athletes from over 200 countries compete in a wide variety of sports. The Olympics continue to evolve, with new sports being added to the competitions and the introduction of the Winter Olympics and Paralympic Games. And unlike their ancient Greek ancestors, the modern Games are open to athletes of all genders, nationalities, and backgrounds. So, there you have it, the fascinating journey of the Olympic Games, from their ancient origins to the global event we know and love today. As you watch the Olympics, remember that you're not just witnessing incredible athletic feats, you're also part of a tradition that spans thousands of years and countless generations. The Olympic spirit of unity, sportsmanship, and the pursuit of excellence is truly timeless, and it's something that we can all be inspired by, regardless of whether we're athletes or simply fans of the Games. Well, that's all for today's episode of Timeless Sagas. I hope you enjoyed our trip back in time to explore the origins and history of the Olympic Games. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical adventures. Until next time, stay curious, and keep exploring the timeless sagas of our world.